Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 1 of All Dressed Up and Nowhere to Go, my quarantine limited series. I'm going to be releasing this first to my upper tier patrons on Patreon, the $10 and $20 level, and then I'll be releasing it to my $1 and $3 patrons before this becomes available more widely on YouTube. So my name is Sheena Peril. You might also know me as Sophia Beaumont. I am a writer of historical fiction and urban fantasy, and today I am doing a sort of unboxing type video. I was just gifted this copy of Gody's Ladies book. It's from November of 1865. And if you don't know, I've been working on a research project that is related to Gody's, and I wanted to do a flip through of this with you. I'm going to be very careful with this. This is quite old. It's not in the best condition. I'm handling it with clean hands, and I'm not using any kind of gloves because those reduce the sensitivity in your fingertips and actually make it more likely that you will do damage to the object. So most conservators don't use gloves except for in certain circumstances. So I love that the original owner wrote her name on the top here, and it's Mrs. W.H. Brotherton. And she would have done that because it's estimated that each copy of Gody's was read by between 3 to 5 people. It was incredibly expensive. It was $3 a year at a time when a lot of people were only making $15 to $25 a month. So women would get their copy and then pass it around to all of their friends and family members. So this is just showing what some of the upcoming things are going to be for the next year. Got a little folded page here, and we'll straighten that out. And we've got this lovely black and white print of the country school. Go ahead and leave the tissue there for now. I'll probably replace that at some point. And yes, this is the major selling point for Gody's. And these are the full color prints. So these were hand colored by women throughout the eastern United States. They are done in watercolor. And every print is a little bit different because of being hand colored. The women who did this that were sort of the original work from home employees, and they got paid, I believe it was 10 cents a page. And that's one of the reasons why Gody's was so expensive, was because they paid the artists a living wage. I love this. That is so bright and vibrant. It's actually not quite as bright in real life, but it's still gorgeous. Please pardon the cat noises. I have 4 cats. They are not always quiet. And then we have another print here. Preparing for a tableau, so getting ready to do some sort of performance. This makes me think of the 1949 Little Women adaptation on film, where Joe is playing the role of Rodrigo, the evil villain. Gabrielle and Waltz. So they had a lot of music in here. I'm not familiar with this particular piece. I can read music, but it's been a long time since I have done so. And then more fashion plates. the Regency sack. And then the caption says, sack made of purple velvet cloth and heavily trimmed with black braid and jet ornaments. The front of the sack, besides being trimmed with braided jet ornaments, has knotted straps of silk cord. Waterfall bonnet of white silk dotted with black beads and trimmed with scarlet velvet. And then that's the back view of the same garment. And then another sack. So these coat type garments. This wrap is of black velvet cloth ornamented with bands of black velvet braided with white cord. The velvet trimming forms a kind of yoke at the back, each end being finished with 2 chenille tassels. The cloth is laid in a large box plate at the center of the back. Then some more fashion plates. I love that jacket. And that would be the oven because we're making dinner right now. And knitted mitten for wearing over gloves. I've actually made myself a couple fingerless mitts with this same intention of wearing them over gloves because they are wonderful, especially back in Ohio when we got lots of snow and would have to clear off the cars. And then looks like we have an editorial here. This is by Marion Harland. Eventually I will go through and read these in more detail, but I just wanted to do a little bit of a flip through here for you. And I might scan this and make it available as a PDF for my patrons later. But I'm not going to do that right this instant. Okay, and then we have Florence by Horace Van Pelt. I'm sorry. And looks like this is fiction. We have some poetry here. And another story by Virginia F. Townsend, A Woman's Wisdom. Some more poems here, and then a story called Boy Love by Meta Victoria Victor. Pretty sure that does not refer to boy love in the sense of what we would call it today. No yaoi here. Oh, and it looks like this is a tutorial in how to do perspective. Yeah, it's a drawing tutorial on drawing perspective. I was not expecting to see that here. And then we have another story called An Instance of Blindness by S. Annie Frost. And another short called Very Musical People, just by J.M.P. Some more poetry, and then some more illustrations of fashionable bonnets for 1865 to 66. I'm moving kind of quickly here just so that this video isn't hours long. So if you would like a closer look at anything, do please feel free to pause so that you can have a look. And also just leave a comment and let me know if you want to see a scanned PDF version of this available. Here we go. This is a bag for holding fine linen. This bag is very easy to make and looks very neat and pretty. It's useful for holding articles of fine linen such as collars, sleeves, etc. before they go to the wash. Then we have some embroidery patterns. Instructions for making a cord for a chatelaine. These are some more embroidery designs. Oh, and is that needle lace embroidery? Okay, so this is embroidery for a veil. And then this is receipts, etc. Right food for infants and children. So receipts is actually recipes. You could find receipts for knitting, crochet patterns, sewing, as well as cooking. It's a general term for instructions. This is the editor's table. So this is the letter from Sarah. We've got a page that is uncut. So this is the letter from Louis Gody, and then it looks like we've also got her notices of what she's looking for and also what she's rejected. And more pages that are cut. I wonder if they're supposed to be like that, or if there was an error when they printed this one. We have some more fashion articles.
I would hazard they were all uncut. They were cut upon receipt for travel safety. Yes.
Okay, and then we've just got advertisements here in the back and this poor bedraggled back cover. Gody. Selling of land by the Illinois Central Railroad. So thank you for watching this video. Again, if you would like to see a PDF version of the book, please leave a comment down below and I will work on scanning it and putting it together for my patrons and subscribers. Until then, please check out my website at notmagicknitter.com, my Patreon at patreon.com/Sophia Beaumont, or you can find me on Instagram and Twitter as notmagic. There's a K at the beginning and the end there. Have a wonderful day. Ciao.